This piece started as nothing more than a blank white canvas and a handful of texture that didn't look like much at all. I never fully know what a painting will become when I start. That's the part I love. In this video, I'm building layers slowly, letting the gold rise through the surface and shaping the texture step by step. Stay with me and watch this flat canvas turn into something alive. So here are the tools that I'm using to create this wonderful painting. You can use whatever tools you want, but this is what I use to spread my texture paste. Let's start by pouring a nice amount of modeling paste onto your canvas so that you have something to spread with. From here, you just want to take your time and spread modeling paste all over your canvas so that it is fully covered and even in terms of thickness. You don't want some spots to be very thick and other parts to be light. You want to do your best to make it consistently the same amount of thickness across. And you want to also remember to pull it from edge to edge so that when you make your design, it is nice and even and it's crisp when you pull your tape. So when I first started this piece, I wasn't sure of the design that I wanted. And that's what's so cool about it. You can start creating a design and see if you like it. If you like it, keep going. But for some reason, when I did this design, it wasn't spreading the way that I thought it would. And it just didn't make me feel anything. So I decided to just take my spackling knife and just start all over again by smoothing out the modeling paste and giving myself a fresh start. Once I decided what I was going to do in terms of my design, I got started all over again. I'm going to use the tool and I'm going to just pull down steadily, trying to keep myself aligned with the blue tape that's on the right side of it so that the lines vertically are straight. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but I'm going to turn the canvas around so that they're the same design, but they're going in opposite directions. I started on the edge of the canvas and I use my tool to kind of curve into the painting. And then from there, I'm going to pull straight down onto the bottom edge. Now, I didn't want that blank space in between the design, and so I wanted to give that some texture as well. You can use whatever type of tool that you want, whatever type of palette knife you want. You can use all types of objects, anything you want to use to get texture. I use my palette knife that I use a lot of times in my artwork for acrylic art, and it worked really well. You don't want the modeling paste to dry. You want to pull the tape off as soon as you're done while it has a nice wet edge. And then when you pull it off, you should have a clean edge. Once the modeling paste has dried, now you want to take some time before you put the gold paint on. It's a good thing to, I like to use gesso to make sure that my gold paint has something to kind of bond to. Otherwise, if you put it on top of modeling paste, the modeling paste is going to absorb a lot of your acrylic paint before you can actually start seeing it stay on top of the surface. I learned that the hard way. And so that's one tip that you need to remember. Use gesso to cover up the dried modeling paste design that you have. And then the paint should adhere to it a lot better with as few coats as possible. But right here in this scene, what I'm doing right now is the gesso has dried. So now it's time for me to start using the gold paint and painting in my design. I decided to paint the two major designs gold and leave the middle white. And that's what you see that's happening right now. Take your time, go to the edges as best as you can. And you'll see in order to make those edges really clean, I'm going to do something right here, which is I went back and I put my blue painter's tape on so that I can paint very, very easily and comfortably to the edges of the bottom and the sides of the design piece. And it gave me really nice, clean gold edges, and it didn't bleed on top of the white. And this is where the canvas ends up, layered, textured, and alive in a way blank surface never is. Every piece teaches me something new about patience and letting the process unfold. If you enjoy watching art come together like this, stay with me. There's more on the way.